Welcome back. So I took the code from Spider and I copied it over to Python Tutor. And so let's look at it in simulation mode. Okay, so this is the function, but I want you to notice that even though the red arrow is pointing to line 2, notice what happens. Alright, it actually starts executing on line 11. So in other words, functions do not automatically get executed. The only way you can actually get a function to execute is by calling it. And the way to call it is by using its name followed by a pair of parentheses. Okay? So line 11 is where we actually will call the function, and notice where the arrow goes. Right? It goes immediately back to line 2. And so notice that greeting is pointing to where the function's code is. Okay, so we'll go to line 3. Up here it prints that. It goes to line 4. It prints that. Line 5 and line 6. And notice there is this thing that says return value. Simply means that the function is not giving any answer back to line 11. Okay, so this function does everything within itself and it doesn't export anything. Okay, let's change this code a bit. Just let me show you that I could have code after line 11. So I could say print hi. Maybe I could create a variable, maybe called name, having cha. Okay, and of course, if I could also have code here. Okay, print hello. Okay. However, we tend to write all of our functions at the top, and then we do our other code at the bottom, such as calling and so on. Alright, but it's not a rigid rule. You're free to create your functions wherever you see them, wherever you deem them necessary. Alright, so it does line 3, it goes to line 5, but this is just a definition, right? So we'll jump and we'll go to line 14. Okay, so we execute our code, right? And so after we finish executing the code from the function, we will go now to line 15. What do we have on line 15? We have a print and we have a variable declaration. We're creating a variable of type string. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's change and put these two out, and let's visualize again. So we'll print. Okay, notice, remember the function, this is just the declaration, meaning that we're the definition, we're just creating the function here. So Python skips line 6 and line 7. Okay, so all Python really needs to know is this is the function name and where can I find it. Alright, so it will print line 8 and it will print line 9. Why does it do that? Because line 8 and line 9 are no longer a part of the function, and so they're just the regular code, such as line 3, line 15, line 16, and of course line 14 is also regular code. It's not a part of the function. Okay, so when I call the function now, it will now execute line 6 and line 7, and then it will jump back to line 15. Okay, and of course it will then execute line 16. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you. A lot of beginning programmers tend to get confused as to what code should go outside the function and what code should be inside the function. If there's something that you want to be executed when you call the function, it should be inside your function block. Okay, great. So that brings us to the end of this video on using Python Tutor to visualize a function, not only its creation, which I'm going to call declaration or definition. Okay, let me say that again. When you create the function, we say it's a definition. Okay, and then of course down here is where we call the function. Okay, so I will see you in the next video where we will look at functions that have arguments, meaning that I could put some value in here and have that value being used inside the body of the function. Okay, I'll see you in that video.